Now, I'm a fan of the Jackass films. I watched the TV show and I thought that the films were actually pretty funny and entertaining to watch, so of course I was excited for Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa. So what is the film about? To tell you, here's Johnny.
Irving wants to go out and sow his oats because he's been in marriage for 50 years. It hasn't been working out so good. So this little rally stopper gets dumped in his lap, and yeah, we don't get along too good in the beginning.
He hates me in the movie, but at the end he loves me.
Thank you, Johnny. So, as I said, I was excited, and the thing is, you've seen Johnny Knoxville play this character in earlier films, and the character is quite entertaining. The unfortunate bit is that the film just doesn't have that bit of raw excitement and, you know, almost mindlessness of the other Jackass films. In the original Jackass films, we see people doing stupid things, inflicting harm upon themselves, and making fun of each other, so it's why that those films are entertaining. Unfortunately, with Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa, these are tricks that are played on innocent people, and sure, there's a line. I mean, I appreciate the effort that they put into some tricks. Some of them were funny, but at the end of the day, to ruin someone's wedding, it's just a little distasteful. And like that, there's a lot of toilet humor as well, which is something I really didn't appreciate. Some of the humor, it's kind of gotten lost from what the original Jackass films did, and I think it's because some of the cast was missing, you know, Steve-O and whatnot. They would have been great additions to the film if they were featured or even had cameos. But I still must say that Johnny Knoxville did a great job. He rarely broke character. I don't think he ever did, and to do it in such an improvised manner in front of strangers where there is no take two, it's a pretty impressive ordeal. I have to say, the man is funny, he did a good job, no doubt, but it was the general setup and the fact that the film doesn't exactly have much of a plot. Now, I don't want to compare this to Borat, but I guess I kind of have to. In that, there was a bit of character, a bit of heart, and an interesting, cohesive story, and a lot of the pranks made sense. In this particular film, it's just about the journey of these two going practically across the country, and oh, they just happen to visit this place, and they just happen to visit that place, and there's not... The film doesn't have an entirely consistent flow.
And it just didn't work for the story. Same with Catherine's scene. We got funny stuff with her. I mean, she's brilliant, but it just didn't work for the story.
And the kid played by Jeff Nichol, he is really funny. I mean, I'm sure he probably had a earpiece on through most of the shooting of the film, giving him dialogue, but still, the way he delivers, it's pretty interesting, and I definitely think this is not the last we've seen of him. Now, at the end of the day, while I was watching the film, you know, there's not so much of an emotional impact. It's not one of those movies, and I completely understand that. But the fact is, it tried to make people laugh, and it did not succeed all the time. And a lot of jokes fell flat. There were a couple of situations and pranks I really did not appreciate. But the strange thing is, even though I was not really enjoying the film, it was kind of lukewarm to me. When the credits came up, I just got reminded of all the fun times I've had in this series and what the Jackass films are. Just this sit-down, non-stop entertainment, bit of fun, and it was almost a bit of a nostalgia thing, but at the end of the day, the film just didn't deliver, although, I gotta be honest, there was something about the credits that I just really enjoyed. I don't know what it is. So, Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa, there's not a lot to say about a film like this. I can't really talk about performances or writing, really, because there's not so much of that, but at the end of the day, there are people that will enjoy it. I, unfortunately, was not one of them, and I'm gonna give Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa a no.
Don't hurt me. I'm 86 years old.
Don't hurt me.